Hey, Allie,
Yes.
you know where we're at today?
No.
Well, we're gonna find out. But before that, do you want to play some rolling?
I would love to play rollies.
Excellent. Who are you rolling?
I'm gonna roll the Traveler tonight. I like these. I love green. Green's my favorite color, so these are a nice, pretty green color.
Wonder why, traveling, they've traveled somewhere.
Traveling ancient fae entity, the Traveler. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
If they're gonna be in the Feywild, of course I'm gonna roll dice associated with the Fey realm. I could have rolled my Fern dice too. Those would have been totally acceptable as well, but the Traveler is just so special.
I'm gonna be rolling Pike because we'll find out.
A lot of good Pike stuff in this episode.
3, 2, 1, roll.
I rolled so bad.
I actually rolled pretty decently because Pike dice.
Pike always rolls good. Pike dice gotta be weighted, bro.
I rolled a 15.
I rolled a 3.
Ooh, that's bad.
I rolled an 18 and a 20 on that before we started rolling, and then I immediately rolled a 3. So, there's that.
Wasted your good rolls.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Rated MA. As always, I'm Allie, and this is Meg, and today we are watching The Legend of Vox Machina, Season 2, Episode 7, The Fey Realm. Meg and I are really excited to get into this. This is one of Meg's favorite arcs in this season or in the whole show?
Season.
This season? Yeah, it's pretty good. And I'm excited because it puts me one step closer to the kill box, which is probably, as of right now, my favorite episode in the whole show. I just love that episode. I think the fight's incredible. I'm very excited to get into it. If you are new to our channel, Meg and I have seen Vox Machina before. Obviously, I just mentioned the kill box and other future episodes. Meg and I are big Critical Role fans, and look, guys, Meg is finally joining me and wearing some Critical Role merch. I'm wearing my Echoes of the Solstice shirts, and Meg's got a new sweatshirt, courtesy a birthday gift. Everyone say belated happy birthday to Meg, which was last week, I think, by the time you guys see this. Wait, no, because next week's episode is episode...
My birthday was the 31st.
Her birthday was the 31st of August. We don't know when you guys are seeing this. I think you guys are seeing this like the third week of September.
Somewhere around there.
Say happy birthday. We take notes during the episode, so if you do see us looking down, I am either eating this Muffy, which I will be doing during this episode, or we are taking notes. Meg's laughing at me because she knows I'm gonna house this fucker in the first 5 minutes of this episode, and she's fucking right. These things are my kryptonite. I could eat 80 of these and be totally fine. I fucking love these. Regardless, anyway, not the point. Meg, are you ready to start the episode?
Yes. Let's enter the Feywild.
I don't know.
Where's Pike?
How do you not know?
Breathe, all right? Just tell us what you
Ooh,
remember.
I like the flare.
The lens flare?
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Hello, little floof. Oh, that is the prettiest bird I have ever.
That bird that gets torn apart, I think, is supposed to be modeled after a pet bird that Matt and Marisha had, if I'm not mistaken. So there's that.
Without Grog, we don't have our muscle, and without Scanlan, we have less dick jokes. Ugh, this grass
I
is
love
making me
the
dizzy.
light, like the
Look.
grass lighting up as they're moving.
It makes me so excited for Campaign 3, because they go into the Feywild in Campaign 3 too. I'm so excited.
A twisted one at that. Is anything as it seems here, Dorolo?
In my youth, I was fascinated by the Fey realm. The
I was gonna say, you could see
mystery, the
Percy just like
danger.
his
Why I read
hyperfixation.
every single text.
I want to say that Taliesin described him as like a white guy that's really into anime and like thinks he knows everything about Japan. Every time I watch this episode, that's all I can picture because that's literally what this is.
Will remain harmless. Watch.
Not him humming.
This is the happiest I've ever seen Percy. This is happier than him reuniting with his sister, who he thought she was dead.
He's just so stupid.
Are your vibes ever so rancid that the environment attacks you? Me too.
Can't believe I'm wasting this on a plant.
Girl, that's your brother.
You know, he traded his life.
And his eternal soul for you.
Vax? Vax? Where is everybody?
Shit.
Oh, you see her in the reflection of the sword?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
I gotta heal myself.
Mikey, did you stop leaking?
I'm trying, buddies. But the wound won't close all the way.
Oh, that's not disturbing.
Look how strong I made
Frog? Please. That thing belonged to...
nothing without
ever since you picked up.
Come on, Grog.
All right. They are jealous.
It talks to you?
Well, I mean, to be fair, Scanlan, he did just say that it eggs him on sometimes. Of course it talks to him.
Doing?
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
He's so
Don't
scary.
do this. Who are you gonna listen to, huh?
I love the framing of that shot.
I do too.
Fool! You're not destroying me. You're destroying us.
I'm so proud of Grog.
I am too.
Ooh, I forgot about this.
You see, time's a bit wonky. Fey realm?
He's not wrong about that. Time is weird in the Fey realm.
Hey, what you doing?
I just fucking noticed that. No fucking way.
What?
The symbol on his journal. It's very fucking clever though. I just noticed it and I just recognized it.
Hmm.
Hmm.
My muscles!
Oh.
Where'd they go?
I forgot.
No.
Oh, Grog, that's not sanitary.
I'm as beauty as Max!
I'm as puny as bags.
Felt is a good look on you, and you didn't lose your beard. Huh? Plus, Pike says there's an elixir that can bring your muscles back.
Travis's ability to make his voice so high pitched is crazy.
Keyleth, you really need to learn your spells.
Grog, I promise we're gonna fix you.
Uh-huh.
Why are you picking on us? Who are you?
No one! So can you put me down?
Gladly.
Our second hobbit. Love to all my hobbits out there.
Are you following us?
A simple wanderer who enjoys a little entertainment. You can call me Garmilli.
Garmilli.
What are you reading?
Oh, nothing. No reading.
I just remembered what's in the book.
My books were filled with creatures like this. Best we ignore them.
Your books have done a fat lot of good for us so far.
Percy's only trying to help.
But Vax is right. You guys are walking in fucking circles.
Come on, man, at least let us help out a little.
No!
Like a worm.
A little.
And yes, I'm gonna sing along to this song because I know it and it's kind of a banger.
On a magic hand, I'm making my way. I'm making my way. Over the shady mountain, to the bottom of the sky, take me, I'll make
Poor Grog.
I know. The wolves always get me because I didn't notice that they were like pulling at his dick at first.
Oh, I can't even drink! Oh, God, this is worse than death!
But there's plenty of stuff you're still useful for.
Yeah? Like,
Oh, wow.
What?
When using Craven Edge, your strength score is increased to 25.
Holy shit.
Okay, so it literally makes him stronger. Cool. Good to know.
Stay in your tiny, tiny chest. Huh?
I love that little exchange of glances between Scanlan and Pike. A little softness out of Pike's eyes.
Give her. It's not a bad thing.
Little blushing.
Oh, well, I mean, if you're into this, I can put on my naughty nurse's outfit. Huh?
And he ruined it.
Welcome to the playground.
The talking anus always gets me. That's foul.
Percy, you study these?
Of course. They're, well, I think they're called, oh, fine. I have no idea. Garmili. And he's gone again.
And he shat.
Is that a shit? Okay.
Deadly. Whatever they are, we should keep moving.
Me when my vibes are rancid. That was hot.
What the fuck?
Why does it look like that?
The tentacle monster?
Well, I was saying tentacle monster, but also from like Monsters versus Aliens, like Bob, I think is his name.
Yes, Bob the Blob.
Yeah.
I think I scared it off. Shit! No, I didn't!
Cool.
Keelan! Vexalia! Thank goodness. I was worried those spores might have
Yeah.
affected you.
They're so high.
The giant pupils are crazy. It's so upsetting. The hearts over Percy.
Nice little detail.
Mhm. I think that's Cheech from Cheech and Chong.
Trinket.
I'm Vex. Meanwhile, Vax. My poor guy.
His sister and the girl he loves are high out of their minds.
Are tripping major balls, and he's out here getting hunted for sport.
Percy? Percy, fuck's sake, work! Now!
Ooh.
Cool.
Whatever happens, I'll have your back.
That creature. It was drawn to me. You saw it too.
That's the way everything's reacted. It's as if the realm...
They make Percy's glasses thicker in this scene.
Yeah.
I just noticed that.
Wonder why.
I'm headed in a different direction from the rest of you.
The way the
I
water.
appreciate you having my back, Percival. But where I'm going, I don't think you can follow.
Feels like a hangover without any of the fun. Not me. I feel incredible. Like my mind connected to nature on a spiritual level. I mean,
That's the most druid answer.
society is searching for connection in this.
She vomits like a rainbow, doesn't she?
Oh man. Oh, I can taste the colors. Yeah.
You had something to do with this.
Well, you guessed wrong. Garmili was merely the traveler on this journey.
They were so fucking clever with this show. It's crazy.
Lies there. You
Look
all
at
managed
Keelan!
to entertain, so Garmili will guide you.
Our eyes both went there at the same time. Meg, that's gonna be you in just like on the couch somewhere passed out.
That, yeah.
These speak. Yet you focus on mere relics.
They are known as the vestiges of divergence. This is but one of many.
What do I care of mankind's bubbles?
Bubbles.
Go to these weapons if they will be advantageous to us. But do not neglect my riches.
The fool can become a god, served by champions.
Hi, Ripley.
She kind of fine though. I'm not gonna lie.
And when they do,
Poor Scanlan.
Guys, we're here.
Aww. Singhorn.
That's pretty weird, even for this place.
I thought you were guiding us to the Shade Merc.
Oh, yes. One day it just appeared out of nowhere. Oh, alas, we'll have to pass through it.
Vax's face says it all.
That's because it is.
It's Singon.
You've been there before.
We lived there.
With our father.
Meg, that was The Legend of Vox Machina Season 2, Episode 5. What did you think?
Love, love, love this episode. It's a great one. So much happens. We have two different timelines now. We have what's going on with Scanlan, Pike, and Grog, and we have what's going on with the rest of the party. So Percy, Keyleth, Vex, Vax, and Trinket.
Yes.
Yes. It's really cool. There's a lot that happens here. So I'm excited to get into notes. What did you think?
I think it's really fun. It's funny because people are really split on the Feywild episodes. People either love them or hate them. I think they're fun, and I think they set up a lot of really interesting things in the world of Exandria because Meg and I hinted at it throughout the episode. There's some stuff with Garmelie that becomes very important later on. The Feywild itself becomes a place of major importance in campaign 3 because one of the main characters is like from the Feywild and has lived in the Feywild for like 100 years and is from the Feywild and has been there her whole life. Only recently traveled to the mortal plane, the material plane, to search for some stuff, and they travel back and forth between the Feywild. It's fun. It's nice to see it in a different light, but also it's so visually interesting. It's just fun to watch. I enjoy the aesthetic of the Feywild a lot. I think it's very, very beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's cool. I mean, it's completely different from anything that they've known or we even see. So it's nice to see something different.
For sure.
I'm like excited to talk about this episode.
I know that this is one of your favorite arcs, so please take the reins. I will stay back and fill in when needed.
The reins have been taken. In the beginning, we see that Keyleth feels really guilty for she separated the party because whenever they were in the encounter with Umbrasyl, she was bumped whenever she was casting the spell, and then so that kind of caused it to split into two. She feels really guilty about that. Party separated. And then we find out that Percy is absolutely fascinated by the Fey realm. He is head over heels like a little kid excited, like waking up on their birthday, just like, oh my God, like just so excited. He acts like a know-it-all because Percy's a know-it-all. Vex actually caught him in his track at one point. She's like, did you study these? And he's like, yeah, forgot. Actually, I have no idea. And he kind of got like really just, she ate for that. Pike and Scanlan plead with Grog to give up the Craven Edge sword because they got the confirmation that that sword is cursed. Bad. Grog breaks the Craven Edge sword after having kind of like a battle with it, after seeing a little bit of a flash of what happened to Pike kind of re-enter his mind, and he took over and was able to destroy it. We met Garmelie, who is a little fun traveler of the Fey realm.
Uh-huh. You could say that.
You can say that, yeah. He had a really interesting design on his notebook, and that's all we'll say. And we find out that he is a master of pornographic artwork.
Very talented.
Yeah, I could never.
Makes a lot of sense for some stuff that happens later on in other campaigns.
But the thing was Percy or was Vax. I can't remember which one, but they turn around and it's like, is he? And it's just like this massive shit. Percy, right?
It was Percy because he was like tormenting Percy the whole day. And Percy kept being like, we don't need your help. And then he turned around to ask for help and Garmelie was like, and just left his shit there.
Keyleth and Vex got high, like tripping balls out of their mind. Just so funny. And Keyleth was like, that was so great. And I learned so much and just one with nature. And then she threw up a rainbow.
Taste the rainbow.
Yeah, taste the rainbow. One little thing that we also saw is that whenever Vex was high, we saw little hearts appear on Percy, which we will maybe find out why later on. God, the one thing that really, really got me in this episode that really made me sad is when Vax said to Percy, "Where I'm going, I don't think you can follow."
Yeah.
That was so upsetting.
He starts it by saying, like, I feel like our paths are diverging, and I feel like I'm going somewhere that you guys can't follow. Not that they don't want to, they can't.
They can't.
Ugh.
That hurts. And especially what happens at the end of Vox Machina. Fuck you.
I don't want to think about it. I don't want to talk about it. In my mind, it hasn't happened yet, so therefore it's not canon yet. If I don't watch it, it can't hurt me.
If I don't watch it, if I don't listen to it, can't hurt me.
Can't hurt me.
Thordak is informed of the vestiges of divergence from the other members of the Chroma Conclave. He orders them to go ahead and find them, but just to do not diverge from his plans. And that Scanlan and Pike and Grog arrive at someone's relative's possible house.
Someone that Pike knows is all we know.
Yeah. So we'll see. And then the last one I have is that they stumble upon Singorn and we find out, well, the party finds out that Vex and Vax are from there.
Father is there as well.
Yes, he is. And that's all I had for my notes.
So we learned that when the groups split, Keyleth was intending to take them to the next vestige, which they had learned from Scanlan in the previous episode, because Mythcarver, the vestige sword that he had been gifted by the Sphinx's mate, by Cammy, has the ability to, it's either to find or to look in on other vestiges. I'm not entirely sure what the wording of it is, but they saw several. So they saw Fenthras, they saw the Titanstone Knuckles, which are in Westrin. Keyleth was intending to take them to the next vestige, which was Fenthras, which is in the Feywild. And Grog and all of them got splintered off into another path, seemingly put them back on Taldore. The Feywild, in its description, is just weird. It is Fey, it is alien, it is unknown, it is unlike the material plane, unlike the regular world in which Exandria exists, its own plane of existence that has its own rules, it has its own date and time. One of the things that's not mentioned in the show but is brought up in the campaigns is that the people in the Feywild don't follow like the same pantheon of gods. Like it's not, like even though the Matron of Ravens does exist within, it doesn't necessarily indicate that there are people who follow the Matron of Ravens in the Feywild. Like things are just different in general within the Feywild. And I mentioned this earlier, but it's really exciting to see the Feywild be done in this show and to be done in such a way to show you how unusual and off-putting it is, because we're going to see a lot more of it in Critical Role media. Not necessarily in the Mighty Nein. I don't think the Mighty Nein ever go to the Feywild. Never. Not once. I don't think they ever do. But the Bell's Hells, which is the third campaign, do. And they do 5 or 6 times. They go pretty often, but they go to the same place every single time. But you will still see more of it in the future, and I'm very excited to see those parts of it because we have a main character in Campaign 3 who is from the Feywild. So that'll be really fun. I kept making jokes about Vax's rancid aura and why all the creatures and plants and stuff kept attacking him. Percy actually indicates as to why, where he's basically like, if you're calm and collected, it won't hurt you or affect you. And we see that Vax keeps getting attacked. Now, Vax says that it's because of the matron's armor, because of the vestige, because it is so alien and unusual, which totally could be the case. But also, things in the Feywild are just fucking weird. So there's that. It could be a lot of different things. We saw Skinny Grog. Grog destroyed Craven Edge, finally.
Skinny Grog.
Skinny Grog, he terrifies me.
The wolf just ripping out his dick.
That makes me laugh, I kid you not, every single time I see it. It is so funny to me. That little montage of him just having like the worst like 2 weeks of his life. It's so funny.
That's one of my favorite parts of this entire episode.
It's so much fun. Percy has a line later in this episode. He said, like, time works differently or time moves differently in the Feywild. There is a very popular and very famous quote from Campaign 3, which is time is a weird soup, which comes from Fern Calloway, who is from the Feywild. She's the character that I keep referencing. Actually, that's not even from Campaign 3. That's from Exandria Unlimited. That's from EXU. It's said later in Campaign 3, but it was said for the first time in EXU. But Fern references this in EXU and then later in Campaign 3, time is a weird soup because time does move differently in the Feywild because it is a different plane of existence. So the way that time moves in the Feywild is not necessarily indicative of how it moves in Exandria, which is like what Meg mentioned earlier about we're in 2 different timelines now. because as we saw, Grog and Pike and all of them went through several days as they traveled to this mysterious cabin in the woods, whereas for Vex and all of them, it's only been 6 hours a day at most. They haven't even rested yet. So for them, they're still on the same day, but for Pike and them, it's been several days. So we know that time is a little out of whack. It's basically like how much time has passed depends on how you get back to the material plane. So like there are certain portals where they have like time dilation. So you could come through a certain way and it's only a 10-day dilation, or you could come through another portal and it's a 100-day dilation. I'm not 100% sure how it works, but that's what I think because there's something about it in Campaign 3. We met Garmelie, who, of course, Meg and I have been laughing about this whole time, voiced by Billy Boyd. He's the second of the Hobbits. We had Dominic Monaghan earlier in season 1 who played Archibald Desnay, who was Percy's friend. It's just really fun to see them. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so getting to hear, and as soon as I heard Billy Boyd, I was like, oh my God, is that Billy Boyd? Like, I recognized his voice immediately. And yes, there is more to Garmelie than meets the eye. Guys, he's just, he's just a little traveler.
Yeah.
Just wandering through the Feywild on his own. Whatever that means.
No idea.
Spoilers. If you don't want spoilers for other shit, click away from this right now. I cannot wait to watch other reactors realize in the Mighty Nein that Garmelie is the traveler. That is going to be so fucking funny. When I get to watch like other people realize that, it's going to crack me up. They're going to be like, isn't that the guy from Vox Machina? And be like, yes, It is. Meg and I already talked about it. We had this great montage, the Making My Way montage, which of course is a reference to Making My Way Downtown by Vanessa Carlton. In the Mighty Nein campaign, they really started doing that joke. It became very popular in the Mighty Nein and then very popular again in Bell's Hells, where anytime they were doing something, one of them would be like, I'm going to make my way down the corner, and someone would go, making my way, and it became, make my way. And it just became like this like string of like unintelligible sound and noise that was like not even vaguely to the tune of the song anymore. But it is one of their like longest running jokes because it's been going on now for 5 or 6 years. And it's so fun. It's something that players in our campaign that Meg and I play have picked up, where if Meg's character says she's going to make her way, one of the other players might go, making my way. It's just what it is. It's just a great little joke. But like what Meg was saying with Vex and Percy having the hearts over Percy to indicate that there might be some romantic interest between there, we saw a little romantic budding interest between Scanlan and Pike as well, which is interesting. Scanlan has been flirting with Pike since season 1 and does seem to care for her quite a bit, but it was really in this episode that Pike saw him in a different light, caring for her best friend, her best buddies. So that was fun. I think I said it in the episode, but I believe that Trinket is voiced by Cheech from Cheech and Chong, which is just amazing. He's either Cheech or Chong. I don't know which one he is. I should have looked it up, but he's one of them. That's just very funny to me.
It was Cheech.
It was Cheech? Okay, that's what I thought. So Percy has this glove that he's been wearing, which is called Diplomacy, which has what it looks like electricity or currents running through it that he used to shock the water to save Vax. Very similar to like a shocking grasp might be, which is cool. Umbrasyl specifically is focusing on the vestiges, and he believes that getting the vestiges will give them, the dragons, the advantage, not that they needed it, that they want, whatever. Whereas Thordak, who is still leading the Chroma Conclave at this point, really wants to focus on attaining riches and gold, a very traditional dragon thing. Umbrasyl seems to be a more intelligent dragon in that regard, in that his interests lie outside of gold and money, and more so in tools that they can use to maintain their abilities, which I find very fascinating. And Umbrasyl specifically is working with Dr. Anna Ripley, who she is the one that told him about Vox Machina and told him about the vestiges. So I find it interesting how they're displaying the differences between the dragons. I just think it's fun. And then my last note was on Singhorn, but Meg already talked about that. That's everything I had.
Do we have anything else to add before we wrap up and go on to the next one?
You want to tell everyone about our Patreon?
Sure, yeah. So Allie and I have a Patreon. So what started this Patreon was our, as you can tell from Allie's face, from Arcane. So YouTube hates Allie in the fact of uploading Arcane and everything. So we have a YouTube version and then a Patreon version.
The Patreon versions are better.
Yeah, the Patreon versions are what our usual edited videos look like and then the YouTube version is a little bit edited. It's not as great, but Allie has to do what Allie has to do. So if you're interested, you can go sign up for our Patreon. It's completely free. All you have to do is sign up for be a member. But we do also have exclusive benefits for the different tiers. Like Allie and I just started one called the cutting room floor, which are the bits that don't fit and that they're put onto the tiers for TV, MA, and explicit.
Yes.
Yes. So those are going to be the 2 tiers for that. So if you're interested in that, that is behind a paywall. But you can also just join for free, and we just love to have you. If you want to just be there for the Arcane episodes, we do plan on doing a lot more with it, but we're just kind of getting the ball rolling and started. I think that's it regarding the Patreon, right?
Well, I want to ask everyone, for people who are watching Vox Machina, because we have kind of like 2 subsects of audience. We have the people that are here for Vox Machina, Mighty Nein, all the Critical Role stuff, which is great. We'd love to have you guys. And then we also have people who are here for Arcane as well, or just channel stuff in general. For the people that are here for Vox Machina, would you like us to start loading the Patreon up with Vox Machina? Because we could totally do that. We could also throw Andor up there as well, because we have done both 2 seasons of Andor, which was an amazing time, an incredible time. The only thing is that I don't want to flood everyone's inboxes with like 40 updates. That's the only thing. If we were going to upload them, it would dump all of it online like at once. Meg and I aren't sure. We haven't, as of right now, on Patreon. The only 2 things we have up there are the cutting room floor, which is behind the paywall. And then we also have Arcane, which is free. It's just the public tier, so you don't have to pay any money to see the Arcanes. But we could also throw Legend of Vox Machina up there, or we can throw Andor up there as well. Just let us know if you guys want those up there. We could, or we can just leave them here on YouTube just to sit. We were thinking of doing in the future of doing Patreon exclusive stuff. So Meg and I had talked about some shows that were really long and maybe putting some of the best episodes up here on YouTube, but maybe doing the whole series over on Patreon. It's just a conversation that her and I have been having behind the camera. So let us know if there's things that you guys want to see on Patreon specifically or on YouTube specifically, so that we can keep that in mind as we begin to plan for the next year. Because once Mighty Nein starts, that's us for the rest of the year, baby. Mighty Nein through the end of the year, then Vox Machina up in the beginning, and then come late winter, early spring, we're gonna have to pick our next couple shows or whatever we do next. Apart from that, I can't think of anything else.
Shall we wrap up then and watch the next one?
Yes. Bye.
Bye.